Thanks for stopping by GardenStateWeather.com, New Jersey, and the Northern Mid-Atlantic region's weather news portal. I'm forecaster Robert Smith and TGIF. Thank God it's Friday, October 21st, 2011. This is the daily video forecast discussion. Generally clear skies across the forecast region this morning. There are some clouds on the water vapor, not water vapor, but the infrared imagery here this morning, getting as far east as the Hudson Valley and parts of northwestern New Jersey. Everywhere else is generally clear, and we still have some strong winds around this upper low moving into Canada, some of the clouds spilling around it, a couple of weak surface troughs here, indicative of some of the stronger winds still along the coast in the upper teens and low 20s, and the winds back into the teens across Pennsylvania too. These are gusts right now this hour at around 8 o'clock this morning, and they'll be tapering down throughout the afternoon, but still a little gusty into early afternoon here. Cool start to the morning too. Temperatures generally in the 40s to around 50 degrees. And we've even had some temperatures in the lower 40s and 30s this morning across the interior of the Carolinas and Virginia this morning too. And then, of course, way back into the upper Midwest and the Ohio Valley. Large picture of the water vapor this morning. All this dry air here. We see some clouds trying to still get in here but erode. Here's our upper low now across southeastern Canada, and a couple of spokes of short waves moving through in the flow. So could have some clouds, especially over northwestern New Jersey this morning, generally flat into the afternoon. Lots of dry air in the mid and upper levels of the atmosphere. So generally either a partly cloudy or mostly sunny day, depending on where you're located here in the New Jersey, Philadelphia, Delmarva area. Here's our next frontal system. This will be approaching on Monday. We see this trough axis here from the upper low. This could be coming in for later tonight or tomorrow morning. Generally, though, these troughs here will be weakening, and we're just expecting some clouds. The air is very dry here across the mid-Atlantic as high pressure begins to build in and then slide off the southeastern and mid-Atlantic coastal states over the weekend. Generally fair weather through the weekend. We'll take a look at Monday now. Going into Monday morning, here's a upper low across Hudson's Bay, cold front dragging through across the Great Lakes. This will be approaching our area or northern zones Monday night and early Tuesday. If we go ahead and look at this, there are some few showers that may be associated with this, probably north of the area. That would be overnight Monday night into Tuesday. Here comes another upper low and surface wave developing across the plain states. This will probably cross our area during the day on Tuesday night and Wednesday. We can see that as it's becoming elongated here and passing through from southern New England with a band of showers across it, across western New York State all the way down through Ohio and then the southern states here. And then the front probably begins to stall out a little bit during the day on Wednesday, Thursday morning, Wednesday night, Thursday morning, with a wave of low pressure moving into southern New England, and the front getting kind of stalled out here. Some post-frontal rains here across the area, and that could be on Thursday morning. And then finally, we find an interaction here between something tropical trying to develop on the GFS model here south of Cuba, and some of this getting probably entrained into this frontal boundary as the upper trough begins to dig down and carve itself out a little bit over the eastern United States, ridging, building it back out west again. And this will probably cause the front to begin to stall a little bit. One of the GFS models here this morning is showing that rain will be in the forecast along this frontal boundary during the day on Thursday afternoon. Not sure if that's correct yet. And that low moves out. Here's our disturbance still down around Cuba, so this is going to be something to watch here as we get into next week. And apparently the GFS model and energy coming in from the west coast wants to keep the low back into Canada, and this tropical disturbance crossing over Cuba and the islands here and then out into the Atlantic. So thankfully some rather benign weather for the weekend. Typical late October fall weather here. Generally partly to mostly sunny skies. Some frost could be in the air too, especially Saturday morning inland where the winds to Copel inland away from the coast, and interior southeastern New York State as well. And then just generally temperatures running in the upper 50s to around or just slightly over 60, with maybe a little bit more modification in the temperatures into the lower 60s on Sunday and Monday. And then the chance of rain coming in here Tuesday night and Wednesday. Maybe the front stalls a little bit. We see more showers around here Thursday afternoon too. And the next weekend, the final weekend going into before Halloween, looks like we start off with sunny skies, and then we could see some more rain before the end of that weekend, and then nice weather coming up for Halloween at this point. So that's your look at the weather for today. We'll be back on Saturday. For GardenStateWeather.com, you make it a good weekend. I'm forecaster Robert Smith.